Did somebody say free? Kalidoface 3D was just announced, and I'm happy to say that it's one of the best free VTubing offerings out there. It's also one of the easiest to use and has some hand tracking all through just a webcam. Let's check it out. Kalidoface 3D is a web-based VTubing site that allows you to control a VRM model. This means it supports everything from Vroid Studio, so if you have made your own using that program, or have a model that works with other programs like VCFace or Luppet, it's gonna work here. You can upload your own backgrounds, stickers, GIFs, and models, and everything is stored locally, so you shouldn't need to worry about the website stealing anything. This does, however, mean that if you open up the site on a computer you've never used before, or you clean your browsing cache, all of your settings are reset. With all of that information out of the way, let's take a look around. I've already imported my own model, as you can see here, and played with some of the settings. First off, in the top right-hand corner, you will have an information tab. This is full of useful tips that explain a lot of the features, how and why it was made, as well as giving credit to people who worked on it. Immediately below the information button is settings. This will open a panel on the left-hand side of your screen. The first options are face/eye tracking and full body. Face tracking means it will track your blinking and eye movement, where full body will track your arms and hands. You can turn each of these settings on or off to increase or decrease the amount of tracking and resources used by your computer. This is a little heavy on the CPU and GPU usage if you have an older computer. I tested it on a 2.9 gigahertz quad core, and it consistently used between 35 and 45% of the CPU. Even on my primary computer, which has a GTX 3080, it used up to 30% of the GPU. If you're having problems with performance while using this website, turn one or both of the settings off. You can hide the camera panel, which just shows a wireframe model of your face, and the hide webcam feed option is turned on by default, so even if you refresh the page, no one would see your face if you're worried about that. Finally, you can change your camera. I'm using the Logitech Brio for this, but any webcam should work fairly well as long as the lighting in your room is decent. The third button is the Hide Controls button. It hides the options down in the bottom right-hand corner. Finally, we have the Picture-in-Picture button, which creates a small reference window that will be on top of all your other applications. If you would like to see what your model is doing at all times, and you're using a full screen application, turn this on. I personally found it to be a little in the way, so I leave it off. Before we get into the really cool settings, here are the camera movement options. Holding left click and moving the mouse rotates the model. Holding right click while moving moves the camera up, down, left, or right. Scroll wheel zooms in or out. Now it's time for the good stuff. In the bottom right-hand corner, the biggest button turns face tracking on or off. If you are having a problem with the website not detecting your webcam, you may need to give it permission to access it. This is usually done the first time you load into the web page. The next option is easily the best. Call a friend. When you click on this, the settings bar opens on the left, and you can input a friend's number, which is generated when they open the website, to call them. Their model will then show up in your world with working voice chat. This is by far the coolest part of the website, and it's pretty responsive. Right now, it looks like it will only support one friend at a time, but this is still amazing. Next is backgrounds. Clicking on it opens up the sidebar, which comes with a few 3D backgrounds as well as a few monocolor presets that you can use. There's also a color picker and slider to make color keying in OBS easy. You can also drag and drop a background into the settings bar and it will immediately upload it. Stickers are the next setting, which allow you to place images or GIFs onto your screen. Right now, you simply click the button to make it appear or disappear, and you can only have one copy of it on screen. If you want more, you'd have to upload the same image multiple times. You can also resize them and drag them around. Finally, we have characters. There are several to choose from that are all defaults from Vroid Studio, but you can upload your own as long as its format is VRM and is not set up for advanced facial tracking. Those models will not work here. As previously mentioned, all the data is stored locally, so you shouldn't have to worry about anyone being able to steal your model files. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have Selfie Mode. This just orients the camera angle to always be looking at your face. The flip camera button doesn't seem to do much as you can't click it while in selfie mode. Overall, this program is awesome. It's an amazing step forward for web-based VTubing, and more importantly, the fact it has pretty good hand tracking while only using a webcam is reason enough to give it a shot. I know I'm excited to see what the future holds, and I hope this developer can continue to innovate on this idea and take it to newfound territory. Thanks as always for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, you know the drill, and join the Discord if you have any questions. I'll see you later.